tia.yang voting will officially begin less than 2 weeks in GOP primary contest. But petitioners many states are still experiencing the heat of efforts to keep former President Donald Trump off ballots. Jan. Based on her role in 2021 uprising in the USA, the Colorado Supreme Court ruled Dec. 19 at Capitol that Trump could not appear on ballot because he is ineligible for presidency under Section 14 of Third Amendment to Constitution. Any current or former public official who is engaged in rebellion insurrection in United States. The so-called sedition clause that impeaches against the United States. Maine's Secretary of State made a similar decision last week. However, both of these decisions have been appealed, so their impact is pending further review. The results in both states, and the fate of a battery of similar challenges in other states, ultimately depend on when and how the U.S. might emerge. The Supreme Court took action. The court has not officially indicated it will hear Colorado case, which is being appealed by both state GOP and Trump's team. But parties on both sides of issue have urged court to act quickly. The state's ballots will be mailed on February 12 and the primary will be held on Super Tuesday, March 5. So the clock is ticking. Today, we'll chat about the implications of these 14th Amendment challenges and how they could impact the presidential race. Let's start with the nuts and bolts. What are we looking for next? Is Trump getting kicked off the ballot in Colorado, Maine or other states? Is there even a real possibility there? Geoffrey.skelley. Depending on the Supreme Court's timeline, it's possible Trump won't be on a small number of primary ballots. Until the nation's Supreme Court weighs in, it will be up each state to decide how to handle a possible voting ban against Trump. In Colorado, for example, Secretary of State has opted to include Trump for now in light of the pending U.S. appeal against state Supreme Court's decision. Somewhat similarly, Maine's Secretary of State preserved his decision until the appeals process played out in state courts. But doesn't mean Maine and Colorado will have same final outcome, or that nation's Supreme Court will decide this case quickly enough to affect who is on ballot in states vote early in presidential nominating process. Will give. Both have March 5 primaries. Still, we're not talking about many states here, considering that most attempts to use the 14th Amendment to keep Trump off the ballot have failed, albeit often for procedural reasons, not because a court has objected that Trump acted in an insurgent manner. January 2021. Monica Potts. I am open-minded about everything that's possible. All of this happened August, when two legal scholars, J. Michael Luttig and Lawrence H. Tribe, argued an article in The Atlantic that the plain text of the 14th Amendment prohibits Trump from ever engaging insurrection again. Liberals, conservatives around country were already working